Alrighty then, my lovely Trails fans, and welcome back. Okay, so it is about time for us to go downstairs and see what's going on with this dragon. Please, hurry everyone. The dragon splashed down in the water directly ahead of the ship. Oh hey, this is the back of the ship. A legendary dragon. My heart's racing. See if we can go everywhere except there. No point in going down there. Let's hurry to the dragon. Okay, I'm going. Dorothy's taking enough pictures to fill a whole album. Oh wow, it's so big. He's so handsome too. It's a shame he's asleep. I hope he wakes up soon. I told you, girl, if he wakes up, we're in trouble. Still, hell of a creature. Wow. Incredible hardly does it justice. Estelle! You guys came too, huh? Your Highness, it is dangerous out here. Please, I must ask you to return to the cabin. I'll be fine, General. Besides, seeing it up close, it truly is magnificent. Is it really asleep, though? We've confirmed the heartbeat, so it isn't dead. Even so, we pumped enough tranquilizers in it to stop an army of normal monsters. It'll be down for a while. Cool. That's good then. Speaking of things being good, does anyone see that Lenhart Low whoever guy around? I doubt he would be hiding. Lowe held the gospel which was the linchpin of this experiment. If he is not here, does that mean they have abandoned their quest? According to the patrol ships that chased the dragon in, there was never a rider visible. I'd say it's very likely he wasn't present to begin with. Not surprising. He probably learned of our plan and fled. Typical of his sort of criminal element. I don't know. He didn't seem like the kind of guy to just turn tail and run. Indeed, we shouldn't let our guard down just yet. Incidentally, where are you taking the dragon after this? For the moment, the plan is to tow it to Leiston. After that, we'll need to discuss it with Her Majesty and Cassius first. I see. Huh? Dorothy? Did you find something? Maybe it's just my imagination, but... is there a bump on his forehead? What? She's right. There's this little bump. There's a slit on it actually. Maybe it's like an eye or some... Whoa. No. The gospel. It's here. Huh? Oh dear. Whoa! Darn you! You will not escape! Schwartz, get us in the air! Sir! Dragon's got some skills. No good. Guided missiles can't get a lock. Darn it all. We can see the heat signature right there too. He must be jamming our missiles somehow. Alright then, give it a taste of the main guns. The target is increasing speed. 2300 salvage per hour, 24, 25, 26? Tuh, what a monster! None of the patrol ships will be able to pursue it. The Arcel's engines can keep up with that. All hands, we will now accelerate to flank combat speed, 3200 SPH. All hands brace for G-force shock. What does that mean? The massive acceleration and thrust will feel like it makes us heavier. Crouch down and brace yourself. Okay. Flank speed. Engage! Do not let it escape. Aye, ma'am. Whoa! The fastest ship on the continent. Did I say fastest ship in the continent? Man, that thing is still managing to stay ahead. Dragon is awesome. But we're gaining. Dragon is descending. At this rate, we'll lose visual. Keep going. Do not lose it. Tug! How can we still be in the cloud? Wait, where is this? What do you... The Nebel Valley. Could we already be in the mist? Dragon has descended to 1200 Arj. 11, 10, 9... Dragon lost, ma'am. Julia. So we lost sight of it? We did. The northwestern part of the Nebel Valley, the place where the fog is deepest. Can we dock the Arcel in that old fort? No, the Arcel is too large. I see. The operation is over then. All operation ships are to patrol the Nebel Valley region. The Arcel will return to Bose. Dang it. We almost had it. The dragon has fled to the northwestern corner of Nebel Valley. It's the part of the valley that's hardest to traverse, and it's covered in deep fog, being further in than the bandit base was. In other words, scouting by airship will be difficult. Difficult at best. There's really no option but to dispatch an expedition on foot. But wait a second. If you send in a whole army, the dragon will just run away. She has a point. I think it would be better to try and strike at him with a smaller group while he's still vulnerable. Meaning you'd like for us to leave it to you? Well, we are most used to investigating something on difficult terrain than most of your troops. I would say we're the right people for the job. Do you have any idea of how you would investigate this? As I recall, there is no real road into that section of the valley. Simply wandering over and praying to Adios that you'll find something could take days, at a minimum. Well... leave that to me. Oh. A gate? Tighter? Yo, sorry to butt in. Pardon us. What are you doing here? And more importantly, are you sure you should be up and about? Like I told Taita, this is nothing. Just a bunch of scratches. Taita, is he serious? Estelle stir? Taita? Estelle stir? Yeah? I don't think a gate's really pushing himself. I see. Well, okay then, I guess. Was that supposed to be an action she was doing with the Estelle stir? I don't quite understand. Ugh. You have plenty of energy, if nothing else. You said leave it to me, but do you even know what we're talking about? Yeah, Legrand filled me in on the details. That overgrown lizard's disappeared into the northwest of Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, but what can you... I know a man who knows a lot about the area. If we ask him, we should be able to find a way to get into that corner of the valley. Oh? Who is this guy exactly? A tough old-timer by the name of Welmer. He lives on the eastern side of the valley. He bragged to me once that he got across the ravine that divides that part of the valley from the rest. Oh, right, the old man living in that little hut. Huh, impressive. Your constant hunt for information has borne fruit, you might say. Even if you find the dragon, what do you intend to do? It is not what I would call a trivial foe. Do you intend to slay it yourselves? There's a gospel on the thing's head, right? Job 1 is to deal with that. Huh? It does follow that the reason the dragon has grown violent is due to that gospel. The Gospels have been responsible for all sorts of bizarre phenomena before now, after all. And if we nullify the Gospel, perhaps we can put an end to the dragon's rampage. Sounds like a good plan to me. When you say you'll break the Gospel, you remind me of what Father Graham did. He hit the Gospel with an artifact and shorted it out, but we do not exactly have a surfeit of artifacts. Yeah, we don't have time to fiddle with stuff like that. We're just gonna smash that thing to bits, frame and all. What? Whoa, hang on a sec. Can we really break a gospel that easily? Whenever I handled one, it always seemed like it was really sturdy. Let's just say we've got a solution to that little problem. Take a look. Oh, your sword. There's something fitted into the... Oh, now I see. Russell tossed me a new gizmo of his in the mail. It's a little something for breaking gospels. For real? How is it meant to work exactly? Oh, I'll explain. The unit on the hill applies high-frequency vibrations to the blade that will help it break a gospel's frame. Because of the vibration, the motor will break after a few hits. But Grandpa is sure that if you hit a gospel cleanly with a vibrating blade, the gospel will break. I don't think I quite get it at all, but it sounds incredible. Huh, LaBelle's greatest living genius comes through once again. I got Taito to attach it when it arrived, and it seems like it works. All that's left now is to find the dragon and give him a good one on the forehead. So, Mr. General, how's that sound for a plan? If Russell's given you a fighting chance, I suppose I have no choice but to agree. So then... you'll let us take a crack at it? Yes. Do everything you can. However, I will have airships around the valley on standby. They will be able to respond if, or when, the dragon slips past you. Huh, sounds like a challenge. You just tell them they won't need much ammo. The Arcel will patrol in Beau's airspace while you search. Once you've discovered the dragon's location, please contact us. Roger. Leave it to us. I'll have Siege carry a message once we find it. If I'm not with them, I'll ask him to stay near Estelle. Your Highness, if you do accompany them, please take the greatest care. Estelle Bright, Agate Krosner. Huh? What? If the dragon escapes the valley, the army will move to contain it with everything we have. We will not allow the people of LaBelle to come to harm again. So, do everything you can. Don't worry about protecting others, focus on your mission and leave the rest to us. General. So basically I got your back. Never thought I'd hear that from you, General. What brought that out? Nothing but politeness, Mr. Krosner. Captain, get us in the air. Sir. Please form your party. Okay, so who did I actually have to begin with? Okay, so I have to take Taito.
Your aid, please.
So let's take Olivier with us. Okay, so we're going to go see Welmer in Nebel Valley, right? Yeah. More importantly, though, are you really tagging along, Taito? Of course. If the vibration unit breaks, I can fix it right then and there. I think my cannon can lend a hand against any flying monsters too. Tuh, fine, whatever. Just don't slow us down, short stuff. No problem. Estelle? What is it? What's with the look? Oh, nothing... much. How do I put it? I was just thinking that you two seem a lot closer now. Ah, the proud raven wears his white armour openly at last. It moves a man to tears. What? The heck are you going on about? Look at that blush. But seriously, it looks like you've got your feelings all sorted out, huh? Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna run off alone and get wrecked like a chump anymore. If I do, I'm gonna have a certain little someone guilt-tripping me with her pouty face again. Aw, a gate. I see, I see. Okay then, let's hurry to Nebel Valley. Yeah. Let's move out. Okay, so let's see. So we still have pretty much everyone equipped the way that we had earlier. Okay, good stuff, yeah. I just wanted the same party as earlier because they're already equipped and ready to go. So let's see who we can catch up with. Hey you all! Is it true the Arcel's in port here? It was, but I'm afraid it's already left. No. No! I missed it. That guy keeps missing it. Oh. The scheduled flights still haven't been restored. When will the army let us fly again? Perhaps I should delay my trip. The Arcel's flight plan is getting real erratic. Guess the capture's plan's hitting its climax, huh? I hope this whole thing ends soon so we can get flights going again. Never thought I'd ever work the dock where the Arcel was birthed. I had trouble even staying calm at first. Glad I managed to pull myself together. It's all thanks to the boss's constant training. The Arcel. At first I thought a giant pain in the butt had wandered into my dock, but it's better than even the rumours say. I mean, it performs like an angel of she above, sure, but it's also so easy to work on. Being able to do inspections and service is more important than even I'd realised. Huh, bet it'd be real obvious in an emergency. Fortunately, our capture operation fell completely on its posterior. I still can't believe how that dragon outmaneuvered and outran our ships, though. That thing really does possess power beyond our understanding. We were worried the Erebonians might react badly to the capture attempt and all those airships being mobilized. We haven't heard a peep from them either way, though. Honestly, that's making a few of us even more worried. Poe sits right on the Empire's southern march. It's not like the Blood and Iron Chancellor guy to stay quiet when something this big is going on. Oh, look at that, a Revenue Trail monster. So we should be able to go do that a little later on. I don't think there's any rush to get it done now. I got word from General Morgan. You're heading for Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, we're used to working in small groups. We're the best people for the job, really. Well, if you have Morgan's permission, I have no objections either. The army's saying they'll keep things secure. You kids do what you do best. Heh, that's the plan. No need to tell me twice. Looking forward to some good news. Oh yeah, let's just double check that we've not received any stronger weapons while we're out and about. Okay, the cleaver is technically stronger, but comes with some disadvantages. That's just the rest of the party. Perhaps you've heard that the owner of this establishment is none other than Mayor Maybelle herself. With her managing both the restoration of the market and revenue, however, she's hardly in any position to worry about the restaurant. We'd hate to see her burdened with more than she can handle, so we'll be doing all we can here in her place. While former mayor's political savviness was something to behold, fortunately for us, our current mayor, Mayor Maybelle, happens to be his daughter. Oh, she gets compared to her father plenty, naturally, but she's done a fine job carving out a name for herself. I'm sure her father and Adios are beside her, smiling wholeheartedly. It seems that this arranged marriage meeting will end on a positive note. Still, next is a return to her family in the Empire as soon as this ends. Really, Miss Felicity hasn't even the time to rest. Everyone's working hard to restore the market. I can hear the pounding of the hammers at work from here. Seems this marriage meeting will end with some measure of success. This has been a valuable chance to deepen the friendship between both families indeed. I see, so you'll be returning to your family in the Empire after this. Yes, that is my current schedule. I still have a short break from the academy, so I shall visit with my father. You truly are the woman I expected you to be. Possessed of progressive thoughts on one hand, while also equipped with our moral principles from your. I feel I should again offer thanks to Adios for allowing us to meet. No. But please, stop. I'm nothing but an inexperienced girl. No. No, it's definitely not an excessive estimation, I believe. Compared to you, I'm far more the inexperienced party here. At first I was worried how things would go, but it seems this meeting has ended in success. To deepen the relationship between both families, I hope they will continue their correspondence. Whether it will proceed to marriage will depend on their opinions, but it sounds like it's going in a good direction. It's because my company takes personal responsibility for collecting our product. It doesn't make a difference whether the liners are functioning or not. This is the ultimate in independence. With the liners out of commission, restocking the lard is starting to be a real pain. I'm hoping that new merchant will be able to make things easier. It's not like we've got a whole lot of variety, but the larder is pretty full. What awful timing. The flight restrictions on Bo's airspace still haven't been lifted. We're almost totally out of certain brands of wine too. The wines we're running out of from a price perspective are the middle-of-the-road brands. We get a lot of connoisseurs here, and they've all got an eye for the best wines for the least amount of mirror. The head chef's worrying about our stock too. I hope working together with Orvid will fix things around here. I don't know why, but he hasn't been bothered one bit by the scheduled flight stopping at all. Does he have some different sources than the other merchants? So then, where in the market will you be opening your store? Right next to the southern entrance. It just happened to be open, but I think it's a pretty good spot. True, it's not bad at all, but if you're near the entrance, you'll need a trick to stop the customer's legs. Customers just entering tend to walk fast. If you don't do anything, they'll zoom right by you. I see. I think it's most important to catch the customer's eye, don't you think? I know it's just a matter of advertising and publicity, but that costs money. The customer's eye goes to where other customers are going. Satisfy each customer at a time and make sure they'll come back. That, more than anything, is the basis of business. I see. Yes, what really matters is a relationship of trust with the customer. When you really think it through, business is also a form of human relationship. The best businessman knows that the only way to connect with your clients is the old-fashioned way, face to face. If you spend all your time chasing after numbers, it'll always come back to bite you in the end. If you're looking for revenue produce, our company will be happy to provide from our stores. You seem to be in a bit of a fix, so we're glad to be helping you out. No, it's precisely because this is an emergency situation that we'll be keeping prices reasonable. You can leave stocking seafood to us. We'll be able to pull through this crisis just fine with all we have stored in the warehouse and Bo's. This is an emergency situation after all. It's only right that we help as much as we can. The shopkeepers from the market are operating out of the hotel, but atmosphere is critical in shopping. A temporary store is not nearly enough to satisfy. A tall ceiling, a nice display with good design sense, and modest, kind clerk. The sweet experience that is shopping is born when all those elements blend together in harmony. The way the town is now, it reminds me of how it was all just after we kicked the Erebonians out. Back then too, the town was in such a state that everyone chipped in to put it back together. Construction work's going pretty smoothly. The opinions going around is that we'll be done sooner than expected at the rate we're going. Got the strength of the merchants of Bo's on display here. I've looked so hard and still can't find her. I wonder if she'd even still be here if she's alive. Wonder who she's looking for. I can shop all by myself now. I hope they fix the market soon. Seems like all the work is going faster than planned. The only problem left is the existence of that darn dragon. Even if we fix the market up better than new, that thing can just swoop down and ruin it all again. I hope that plan the army's cooked up goes as well as what we're doing here, is what I'm saying. Maybelle is working herself ragged. She's living up to the heritage established by her father through and through. It is slightly concerning that she does not seem to acknowledge the considerable burden she's placed upon herself, however. But all people are like that when they're young. Even I did some crazy things in my youth. if Lila's feeling any better yet. Okay, let's go through here. My husband went off to check up on the repairs to the market. That man really does love his trade. Dad's out, so it's me watching the house today. It's so boring. One of our regulars was going to come and get an advanced look at our newest wares, but with the flights cancelled, his visit's been delayed a week. I was really looking forward to having a critical eye take a look at my work. It's too bad, really. I just donated a bit to the Market Repair Fund. After all, I used to work there too. And honestly, thinking about it, my time in the market was the funnest of my life, if nothing else. Nigel and I worked our butts off chasing our dreams. If I could, I'd go back to those days. Blast it all, I've visited a number of merchants I've dealt with in the past. Every one of them is being cautious in their dealings. I still have no contract. I know they do not wish to act while airships are still grounded, but... Nah. Darn it all! If I cannot make any deals, there was no point in coming to this backwater of a kingdom. Oh, I give up. I can't seem to make any deals no matter what I do. I just need to accept the fact that I came at the worst possible time. Calling it a backwater is not going to help your case. Oh, hey kid, how's the sword? No problems with it right now. Seems like the unit Russell sent us is staying on tight. Good to hear. That sword itself is the toughest darn thing I've ever sold, so you swing that like you mean it. Don't need to tell me, that was the plan anyway. Really hope it holds out for at least 2 or 3 hits. I'm still not sure what you're on about. Well, if anything comes up, come by again. I'll be happy to sharpen the edge or tune the device of yours. Still don't know what it is you want to cook with that thing, kid, but don't worry. That's the toughest sword I've ever sold. You swing that thing like you mean it. Okay, just a quick look at the weapons and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm not going to be focusing too much on making sure I've got enough money to get all of the weapons and armor pieces in this game for the achievement. Oop, I wasn't supposed to go there. You know, maybe I'll focus more on like achievement hunting once I've actually caught up with the series, but right now I just want to catch up with the Trail series. The Air Force actually let the dragon get away. Hard to keep a good face forward as a soldier after our grand plan fell right on its butt. A failure like that even gets to you as a lowly groundworm, you know? Hey, Cecile? Why don't we go out to the Kingfisher Inn sometime? I think you should take a break from chores and relax sometimes. Why should I have to go out to the lakeshore? I'm not interested in going along on your fishing trip. I've been so busy with the repairs lately I can't find any time to run the business. So I've decided to leave the business side of things entirely to Murano. I can only hope she finds a way to strike a blow to Borden. My husband is very busy with managing repairs to the market, and Murano's doing a fantastic job substituting for him in business deals. We're doing everything we can to keep up with Borden's family. The question of when the airship will run again is the real problem for business. If it takes too long, we'll be left with a lot of goods which we won't be able to sell off. On the other hand, though, this might be our chance to shine while everyone else plays it safe. Take the risk and the potential reward, or avoid the risk. Even Miss Murano's worrying, which is pretty rare. If possible, I want to beat him to the punch and make a contract with the Empire folks. But if the trade resumes too late, I'll be sitting on warehouses of merchandise until Adios comes down. But if I just sit on my tuffet, Borden will run away with everything. When will the airship service be restored? That's the crucial point. Shouldn't be anyone in here. Yep. The total stop of all flights in or out of the city is a problem even for me. It happened just as I was setting up a healthy trade with Erebonia too. Trina and I are busy providing support for the market's reconstruction, but there's more going on here. Trino has Murano, I'm sure she's going to act in some way. I envy him having such a reliable daughter. Even Miss Murano exudes the atmosphere of a merchant now. I wish my Alvel had a spirit like hers. Well, I'll keep my eye on him and hope that his talent comes in eventually. It's because I believe in him that I'm sending him to the Royal Academy after all. Murano's an incredible woman, yes. I just don't like being compared to her. I mean, we're entirely different types of people. If I'm a herbivore, she's a carnivore. You know, in that sense? The dragon has flown towards Nebel Valley. Flying in a mountainous region like that is dangerous enough, but the fog there never lifts either. I wonder what General Morgan has planned at this point. So many townspeople are helping with the reconstruction. I'd like to help too if I could. I feel like I'd just be getting in the way though. Mayor Maybelle came to oversee things. She's gotta be super busy already, but she took the time to encourage each of us one by one. Seeing her like that makes me want to work even harder. Mayor Maybelle said something to me personally. I'm not doing this because I want to be praised or anything, but it does make me happy. Oh ho ho! The construction's come quite a ways in a short time, hasn't it? I can't wait to once again stroll the market browsing the antiques. Lila has regained consciousness at last. If in the darkest moments I did fear that, but it has not come to pass. It lifts all of our hearts to see her healthy and well. Oh, that's good. She's awake. Oh, everyone! Lila's finally awoken, thank Adios. Oh, of course she immediately returned to work, which I swear is going to end up making Sister Rosa bedridden from worry. It's so like Lila. She really is unstoppable when it comes to her work. Goddess preserve us. Preserve me. Lila's only just woken up. And yet she insists on going right back to work. She's not well enough to be straining herself so. Perhaps if I hog-tie her to the bed. Estelle, Lila's awake. She's alright. Oh, thank Adios. Thank you. Miss Bright. Lila, are you okay? I am well, yes. It seems I've caused you all to worry. Please forgive me. Oh, Lila, what are you saying? You shielded Mayor Maybelle in the only way you could. You probably saved her life. All the fault goes to that silver-haired maniac and his dragon. Indeed, do not blame yourself for injuries inflicted upon you. By the way, I heard from Miss Maybelle. It seems I owe a debt to Mr. Vatek and Mr. Lenheim. Thank you for helping me when I was indisposed. It was a pleasure to help one as brave as you. Yeah, let's hope Mayor Maybelle can convince her to rest, at least for one day. The mayor's so amazing. Not only is she awesome at guiding the city, she's the best merchant in town too. I wish I could be that incredible. Then try working at it. You could start by getting a full score on a test at school, you know? Aww. The army's really busy with their dragon hunt and everyone in town is busy with the repairs. And here I am, trying to figure out what to serve for dinner tonight. It feels petty in comparison, but even small things like this can be hard work. I was just peeking in on the fruit store, but even though the scheduled flights have stopped, the price of produce hasn't gone up. That's weird. I was sure it would go up. Well, I guess they're being fair to their customers. Due to the army's restrictions, the scheduled liners are still stopped. I know there's nothing they can do about it, but our stock's starting to look pretty bad. Still, everyone's sharing that little problem. We'll maintain current prices even if we have to completely ignore profit. It's really good of them. The market repairs are proceeding smoothly. I feel like it's the first good news we've had in a while. It seems the market reconstruction is proceeding smoothly. I suppose we'll be bidding farewell to this mini department store soon then. It'll feel a little lonely without all the commotion when they're gone. With the scheduled liners stopped, every store's business is in trouble. This really still isn't the kind of atmosphere to do business deals in, huh? Guess I've got no choice but to wait a while until the market's restored. Apparently the Arcel came for the Royal Army's Dragon Plan. Seems like the Royal Army's really mobilizing. Makes sense after a declaration from Her Highness. So ultimately, did the plan work? The airships are stopped again due to the Army's flight restrictions. Well, I'm sure it's necessary to stop the dragon, but if they're gonna do that much, I sure hope they do the job right. I'll be returning to the capital on a patrol ship. Seems a natural consideration for the Imperial Ambassador. The Ambassador will be returning to the capital soon. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to offer our sincerest thanks for your efforts. We will be returning to the capital with the assistance of the Royal Army. The Ambassador is most touched by the sincere response on the part of the kingdom. So this merchant sells plates and other small articles. I was just looking for some teacups. I'll have to stop by later. That darn husband of mine. After coming all the way here, he's only worried about the village. The village people aren't children, they can handle themselves. He can't even spare a thought for his own family at a time like this. I ran from revenue all the way here, but I'm still worried about the village. I hope Hesker and Grey are doing okay. After all, I'm pretty close to those two. To be fair, he was worrying about these guys when he was over there, so he just cares about both of them. Mum may be complaining, but she really is happy Dad came back. Okay, so is that everyone spoken to in Bose for now? I decided to help out with the repairs. I want the lady who runs the Castell shop to get back where she was, and soon. Once the market reopens, her fiancé will probably go back to his ice cream stand too. Not that it bothers me. Nope, no siree. You know, the both of them could probably just like combine forces and start selling the sweet treats from the store. Maybe that'll bring in some extra people. This is bad. Ever since that Castella shop came, my sales have just been on a downward slide. Still though, I can't ask them to leave now. But really, talk about uncomfortable situations. Combine your efforts. People come and get food and desserts. Until now, he and I have run our store separately, but it really is fun to work with someone you love. I just want to enjoy that feeling a little bit longer. After all, we'll be back to rivals once the market reopens. It's really been a while since I worked with Katrina, but it's been fun. I've discovered a lot. If we work together, I feel like we could make some really good stuff. Maybe we should develop some new products once the market reopens. Lately, we've pretty much just been a Castella bar. Everyone eats the Castella and no one orders our cooking. Well, natural result, I guess. Our cooking's only real selling point is it's cheap. Alrighty, that's everyone. I do want to go down to the inn near the lake shore and to Ravenue Village to speak with everybody, but I think I'm going to leave that for the next episode because we have run out of time yet again. But I hope you have enjoyed it so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode's coming out. And feel free to leave a comment on the video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.